we'll go into the unpopular horror movie opinions.
Woo! I have a few. I have four.
Sweet.
It was hard for me to come up with some, because a lot of my opinions are probably unpopular. So
that's all
right. Who wants to go first? Jim Jam?
Why you gotta call on me?
Because you're just sitting there with your hand on your face.
I was thinking. That was me thinking.
Oh, you haven't already come up with them?
No, because mine was.
Good.
I was gonna mess with you.
Okay, here we go. I'll start off with one. I really didn't mind the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. It didn't bother me. Didn't bother me one bit. I didn't think it was as bad as people said it was. And I don't care. Everyone go fuck themselves.
I didn't want
it. Did not bother me one bit. I mean, it wasn't as horrible as people think, in my opinion.
Did you like the way Freddy looked?
It didn't bother me. You know why? Because I don't hold the personal nostalgia for Freddy.
I hear you. I see you. But I
mean, he don't have a special place in my heart. He don't have a special place in my heart.
It's not even about that, though, all the time. It's not always about nostalgia.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's why a lot of people didn't like it. And plus, it kind of made him more real because he's a pedophile, and people didn't like that. But let's call him what he is.
Yeah, they didn't.
I mean, you know, and a lot of people hated that. They really didn't care for
Why?
that.
It was in the original as well.
Well, they never said the word.
It was in your face. I think they put it in your face. So.
Oh yeah. Especially.
A lot of people complain about it, and it just really, didn't really care. Like it's all right. I mean, you know, it wasn't the best movie. I mean, I didn't rewatch it, but.
Oh, listen to him slowly dwindle down now. You know, maybe it wasn't as good as I thought.
No, I feel you. This is fine.
Yeah, it was a fine
movie. I watched it a couple of times.
Fine.
I didn't see the hate. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was their take on a Freddy movie. What do you do? But
I still haven't seen it.
You need to go watch it.
Well, the CGI guys fucked up the face of Freddy. I'll tell you that.
I think it's a good segue into my unpopular opinion is I don't really care for most of the big franchises. Like, I like the first couple of Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I think 2 is probably my favorite because 2 is like the first one I remember seeing. And like the Dream Warrior one is really good, but after that I'm just like fucking I don't care, and I don't, outside of like the first and third Halloween movies, I don't care. And then I mean Friday the 13th is alright. You know, the especially the first 2. But then like I don't have like a special place for any of those fucking franchises. I'm not a huge fan. I love the music for Halloween. I think Freddy's an awesome character and Jason's fucking a monster, but meh.
I think on that, I like the Jason movies, Friday the 13th movies. I don't know. I like them better. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't bother me.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not great movies either. Like, come on. Like,
I saw
the Goes to Manhattan. I really like Jason Goes to Manhattan for some reason. I guess because he lives in Manhattan.
Don't I have one of your favorite scenes where they're knocking the block off?
Yeah, he knocks his head off. That was fucking awesome. When I was a kid and I seen that, I loved it. So yeah, there's that.
Wasn't that Kane Hodder's first one?
Not 100% sure.
No. It's not 7. I think it was. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. I think Dario Argento is overrated.
Fucking thank you. Thank you.
That's obviously not unpopular in our circle.
It very much is.
It very much so is. I think his visually, They are awesome. This color, they're stunning. However, everything else is mediocre. Meaning the writing, the acting, some of the cheesy sit on the close up of the eye, and you know what I mean. It's just it's repetitive. But I've seen them all, and I'll watch them. Yeah. But I think he's overrated.
They look good. There's like one of my fucking unpopular opinions is I don't like Suspiria. I think it looks good. I think
the remake was good.
I haven't seen the remake yet. There are scenes in Suspiria that I think are really cool, like when the shadows pass over and it looks like demons, and when the guy's dog attacks him and shit. But overall, dude, it took me 3 times to watch that fucking movie because I kept falling asleep.
Yeah, we did that as a movie of the week.
So fucking boring. But it's beautiful. And the score is fucking amazing. Goblin is awesome.
Yeah.
But,
I agree.
I like Tenebrae, though. I like Tenebrae a lot. Not the best giallo I've seen, but it's good. It's good.
I'm not a big fan of Italian movies, so I think they're all fucking overrated. But that's just my opinion.
Hey, Angela,
Johnny, did you have another one?
Oh, good.
Jimmy, you got another one? Jimmy, you got one?
Yeah. That's the only one I can think of, but I don't get the whole thing with Stranger Things. I thought that was pretty boring.
I feel you.
Yeah, I couldn't get through the first season.
I got through the first season. I couldn't get through the second. I got 2 episodes in. Same way with Walking Dead.
That's where nostalgia comes in, I think. At least
it's the same way with The Walking Dead.
It's fun.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff that plays on that 80s vibe that I didn't like. I didn't like Stranger Things. I thought Summer of '84 sucked. I don't know.
I think the ending of Summer of '84 recently on Shudder, because it kept replaying on the fucking stream or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time I'd go on there, it'd be in the same fucking spot, and I was like, I just want to kind of watch the beginning. No, so I just watched the end, and I was really disappointed how it ended, because it's like you could have just killed him off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of trying to make a sequel, like, what would you do? Summer of '86? Like, I don't know. Fucking summer of '96 when the kid's grown up or some shit and he's acting. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's another one for you. I didn't mind the remake of Friday the 13th either.
I actually like that one.
I actually like that movie.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray.
We watched it for Friday the 13th. And I'm a fan of Jared Padalecki. So
yep.
Take that.
I haven't seen that one either.
A
lot of people didn't like it because they made Jason too real, because he had tunnels underground. That's how they got around fast.
Yep.
But I think it was more, I'm a fan of Jared Padalecki, so because of Supernatural. And I really wanted it to be successful because of Supernatural. So, yeah. That's probably a little biased, though.
Yeah. Whatever.
Because I really like that show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched every episode of that show, so. Yeah, 15 years, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's yours, Angela?
Oh, I didn't know if Yeti had one or not.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Oops. We fell.
Go ahead, someone.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll
I think the Blair Witch was boring. The actress was annoying, and I think it was extremely disappointing and underwhelming. And I was really looking forward to seeing it when I was in the theaters, and I was bored to tears.
I never got to see it. I never saw it in theaters, so. But for sure, I was a kid when this came out, and I was delivering newspapers with my mom when this all started, all the hype for it, and it was scaring me to death because I was out by the woods, like at dark delivering newspapers. So, and I was seeing articles in the papers about it, and I'm like, it's fucking freaking me out.
That was by Ed, right? Ed Sanchez.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to him, and I told him straight up, I was like, dude, I didn't watch this movie in theaters because I didn't believe the hype. I was just tired of hearing about your movie. I wasn't going to go watch it because it's the scariest movie I've ever seen. It's like, give me the fucking break. Like, they believed it was real. When people went and watched this fucking movie, I'm like, it's a fucking movie. Y'all are taking it like it's fucking real life. Some of these people believed it. I heard them come back from the theater and was like, this shit's scary, man. I can't believe that shit's real. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
See, this is why we work together so well as a team. Because I've been open about it, vocal about it. I fucking hate that movie. Everybody wants to give, like, even if you don't like the movie, they're like, oh, well, the marketing was original. No, it wasn't. The found footage angle wasn't original at the time because Cannibal Holocaust did it first and they did it better, and they did the fucked up viral marketing shit first and they did it better. Cannibal Holocaust.
No, they didn't do it better.
Yeah,
Cannibal Holocaust is massive. That's fucking Blair Witch. Not as many
people actually thought they were dead. The courts even thought they were dead. Yeah. He was brought up on murder charges.
I don't think they did it better. You gotta think about the money that was brought in.
You gotta think about the time too. Like, you gotta adjust that shit for inflation.
No, I don't.
But like, Rosario Diodato almost went to prison because he thought Cannibal Holocaust was real. And it drives me fucking nuts that people are like, oh, Blair Witch is the first found footage movie. It's like, no, it's fucking not.
I think it's the first one that went mainstream. Like, mainstream, like, where the whole mom and dad knew about it type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they shouldn't know, but they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, that mainstream.
Yeah.
And it had a lot to do with the internet, though.
It was good timing.
Yeah, and that's all it was good timing. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Blair Witch, don't get me wrong. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeti, you got another one?
Halloween 3 is the superior film of the series.
I love Halloween 3.
It's my fucking favorite. I love that movie.
It is really good. I actually took advantage of it being at Dollar Store for $5 and bought it on DVD. But it's a very enjoyable movie.
I've never watched it, just to be honest. I've never seen it. So.
Oh man, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's fun.
It just pissed people off a lot because Michael Myers was not in it.
Well, that whole shit where it's not what we want it to be, so we're mad shit. It's just
it's a completely different movie than the rest of the series, and it's so good.
To play on Halloween, Yeti, my third one is, I think Rob Zombie's Halloween is comparable or just as good as Carpenter's original.
Get out. You're fired.
You're fired.
Oh,
thank you. You're fired, he said. I wonder if you have that authority, but okay. You don't get paid, Yeti. I'm not sure if you can fire.
You're right. Oh man.
Oh fuck.
I'm
the same way with that. I mean, he brought us Wreckyard Myers. I mean, he was hitting the fucking weights at the damn mental hospital.
Yeah, he was. I would shit myself if I saw that Michael Myers in person.
Yeah, that
Michael.
Like,
he was the fucking. Myers weight in the mental hospital.
I'll crush my bones for you. Just looking at him.
Like, I never understood that about that, though. It was like, that was one of my things about that movie. Is like, why would you give him weights to lift if he's a?
He's got prison muscles.
Yeah,
maybe if he does push-ups.
Come on.
He's out there in that. Are you talking about I guess you're talking about the Rob Zombie one, right?
Yeah. Not paying attention? Good God.
But goddamn that screeching ass white trash redneck fucking meth head family. Jesus fucking Christ. I get that. That's
you know
one of the
what? not to cut you off, but and I get it, but at the same time, oh my God, do we not know families like that?
Right?
I mean,
It's been a while since I've seen them films, but it's the same thing as the remakes of Elm Street and Friday the 13th. It didn't fucking bother me. Like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's one of those is like one of those remakes that if you kind of dig the style, it'll be good. Like, you'll dig it, but if you don't, it won't. And I just don't like the style. I don't like the fucking, like, I like white trash fucking trailer park shit just fine. I just don't like his version of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you know.
yeah, I can disagree. That's wonderful.
But the Michael Myers was an absolute fucking unit, and it had Danny Trejo in it, so that there's points for that too. But yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, a couple episodes ago, I heard that you really enjoyed the movie, but that's
he does. He's just trying to be cool.
Episode. Yeah, that's what it is.
Jody wants to be cool.
Who you trying to fit in with?
I wish cool.
I got one. I got one more.
I have one more too.
Okay, this is going to piggyback off the Blair Witch thing, but I actually liked the part 2 of Blair Witch, Book of Shadows. I know that's one that people hated.
I've never seen it.
I didn't think it was bad.
It's kind of a mindfuck movie.
Yeah.
All right,
it was better than the first one.
Took me over.
In comparison,
a really long ass time to see the fucking first one. So I'm a little bit different than you guys. So what's your next one, Angel?
Definitely better.
Yeah, I'm special.
Do you have any more, Yeti?
Let me ponder on it for a second. Go ahead.
Do you, Johnny?
No, I don't have any more.
No.
Okay. I mean, I already went off on the Pet Cemetery thing, so.
Well, yeah, there's that.
This is where I'd like to educate our audience just a little bit, if you bear with me.
Shit. Here we go.
I know people like to toss around the term torture porn, which is graphic, gratuitous depiction of torture. Whoa, you fell again. However, and I don't think you hear this quite as much here. It's more overseas terms. Is ordeal cinema or ordeal art house, which is in certain. It's basically grueling violence, taboo busting, pervasion, ridiculously pessimistic worldviews with a moral purpose. And the hook of it is that it indicates the viewer commits to watching a film that will take them through a horrendous experience and invokes a spectatorial dynamic. So it's the real time that's the central key. So with that, my friends,
so you're saying it's another word for torture porn.
I disagree with people who dismiss a Serbian film as just trash or meant to shock. I definitely think it's wow, what a ride. I think it's a really good film as far as I think it fits right into ordeal cinema and art house. I think, but I think that the thing is, and what ties along with ordeal cinema, it's really important that you understand the historical view and the cultural specifics.
We went over this before. That's the only reason why I watched the movie is because I understood why it was being made. Because we did a commentary over the whole fucking movie. We don't have the movie playing, but you could watch it over it. But and I would never watch that movie again. It's not my taste, but knowing what it was about, we watched it, and that's the only reason why Jim Jan was like, well, it's about this, it's about how they treat you over in Serbia. But I wouldn't recommend anybody watch it. I mean, personally, unless you're really up to it, like you have to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It could really turn people off.
The point is these kinds of movies aren't they're not meant to make you feel good at all.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Yeah, you're going to have a real visceral reaction probably to that.
Yeah.
And
that makes you feel good.
And on the surface, if you don't know, I do get it. It could be seen as just messed up, and like, seriously, like you are just trying to do certain things to shock me. But, I think when you have a bigger picture and understanding, a lot of the French and even some, or Asian style movies and stuff that fit into that extreme cinema are really interesting when you have the cultural and historical context.
Yeah, I agree. This is Jetty's bigger subject than mine, and he just got up, so he must have to go take a potty break. Calling him out, run. But I agree. It has a purpose in the cinema, and like you said, it's more an art house feel, or whatever. But you have to want to go on that ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something.
Absolutely. But I think the biggest thing that hit that was like the Balkan Wars and NATO bombing that was done for 78 days over in Serbia, and the media over there trashed Serbia, and made them out to be like these monsters, and didn't look at them, the Serbians, as victims, and never really vocalized any of that. And then also after World War II, their film was all propaganda. So they couldn't, they weren't doing like American stylized movies or anything for up until, even past the 80s, So it definitely, there's only a handful of horror movies that were created after that time. And so it's just interesting. So I won't go much further into that, but I definitely would say a Serbian film is a lot more than just exploitation.
Yeah,
torture porn.
I've been saying kind of the same thing for a long time. I forgot that was an unpopular opinion, honestly. But I love that movie. I've seen it 3 times now.
Yeah, I think I have 3 or 4.
Like I hunt for it every time I go out and like look for DVDs and shit. One of these days I'll find it in the wild and buy it.
I know. I've been searching for that the release that was done of the director that he did like a year or so ago. I can't find it anywhere. It was supposed to be released where you could get it, and it was supposed to be his cut of it, and I can't find it. He was on.
I wonder what his cut is.
Oh, he did a really good interview on a podcast.
Jim Jam, what was that interview? It was on
the Movie Crypt.
Yeah, Movie Crypt. Yeah, Jim Jam. That's where we ended up watching it, because he listened to that, and he was like, "Dude, it's about Serbia. They fuck you at birth, they fuck you in life, and then they fuck you in death, and And it's like, okay, well, yeah, I guess not every movie's there to make you feel good at the end. You know what I'm saying? You got, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But you have to want to feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
That's not
it's your choice. You have to make that decision.
Any of those.
And a lot of people, if you have any issues, like personally with some things, it would be hard for people to watch anyway. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So it could be traumatizing to watch some of that stuff if you have an issue with certain things that happen in the film, and there's quite a few people that would, So it's hard to recommend to people that, especially that you don't know. Like, it's just one of them films,
Oh, yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that, It has its purpose.
Yeah, every film isn't for everybody.
Yeah, exactly, and it should be. The only ones that try to be are the mainstream ones that try to fucking please everyone, and then it never works out.
Which I don't know how unpopular opinion this is, but I mean, it kind of fits with that. I prefer foreign movies to American because of the cultural difference.
I do too.
Because especially if you see it, especially if you watch American versions of foreign films. In American cinema, we have this tendency to want to end on a high note, or give the viewer what they want or what they expect in the end, and just kind of leave puppies and kittens in the end, no matter how fucked up the rest of the film has been. And I feel like foreign directors have more of a tendency to be more true to what the rest of the story is and maybe the spirit of the story, and give you that ending that makes you feel bad, or give you an ending that leaves you questioning.
You could label it as like Disney-fying it. You know how they change all the movies like that have bad parts in it, and then they make it like, oh, there was nothing bad. Like it's fucking, this is all hunky dory.
Like Grimm fairy tales, and then Taken.
Yeah, and all that shit. Like they change it so much to make it fit a narrative of, oh yay, I feel good about this. And plus they do the census groups. You know what I mean? Like, how'd you feel about this ending? How would you feel about this ending?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're out there in the public fucking trying to find out shit.
Yeah.
Instead of just bringing it to theater and being like, this is what I'm showing. I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck you. This is my art.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think a great example of that is the Martyrs, the American Martyrs remake. Oh boy. And to be honest with you, if you haven't seen the French original and you watch the remake, it would be pretty decent. It would be enjoyable. It's violent, it's flashy, it's I don't know. It's
interesting though. It
would be good if it were something else, or if you haven't seen the French film, or if you didn't like the French film because of the ending. It would be good, but like you see that Americanization of the original story, the high note ending, the fucking.
While we're on it, see Dogtooth as well.
Dogtooth?
I saw that when it first came out. Yeah, it's on Shudder right now. Oh. Excellent. Yeah, watch that. Yeah, do you like?
It's
yeah.
But
there's some unpopular
opinions. The same conversation. Yeah, it sounds like it could be a good time.
let us know what your unpopular opinion is in the comments. Hit us up at our Instagram, and let us know what your unpopular opinions are, or what you think about ours. Do they suck? Mine probably do, but I don't fucking care. Bitches. Take that.